As I mentioned earlier today, we're talking about the drill music and looking at the sound itself, how we came about that sound that we now call Asaka. And, it's been put as Ghanaian drill, but everybody say that, it is Asaka. Let's leave it as such. So join us this afternoon on the Table of Life. We've got a man that he's usually behind the scenes, working on a lot of the songs that you love to jam to. And as I was saying, producers do not like talking a lot, but today we have brought him out of his shell to share his knowledge with us. KWAME AGGER was welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey.
You see that it's a woman can be.
I don't really like you talk like that.
Yeah, everything nice.
Everything cool.
Fantastic. When we're playing the videos, I saw the look on your face, and I said you're proud about it, like you're happy about it.
Yeah.
When you started, when the whole thing started and you were playing the beats, what were some of the things you were hearing from people like,
When I started making beats.
No, when you started the Asaka level, what were some of the things that you were hearing people say? Were they positive? Like, yo, this is hard.
No. And they were like, yo, Charlie, this thing you do there. Charlie, if we stop them go school, you don't go get any better thing for inside you. Asaka. They didn't understand the song. The whole beat.
The whole beat thing you were doing. But you didn't stop.
Yeah, no. I knew something better would come from
something this. Better would come. Yeah. Okay. So the first time I heard an Asaka song, it was, or the signature I hear is, I love Chris Rich.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so I was wondering who this Chris Rich guy is. So if we are looking at the genesis of the sound, then we'll start from the very first set of tunes that came out. Kawabanga, what's the song? Akata for and all of that sound. How did you, as a producer, KWAME AGGER, discover the Asaka sound?
Oh, okay. I've been following drill for a long period. Drill is a subgenre of hip hop.
Okay.
Yeah.
KWAME, please, I would love you to speak up. Don't worry, you can just relax in the chair, but just make sure that you speak up so we can hear you.
Yeah, drill is a subgenre of hip hop, which originated from Chicago in the early 2010s, and it has subgenres. It has the UK. We have the UK drill. We have the Brooklyn drill. We have Asaka. We have
yes.
The drill, yeah.
What are the differences, though?
With the Asaka, we infuse the African stuffs in the beat, the congas, and the high life and everything. Yeah, and with the UK drill, they mostly focus on the melodies.
The melodies.
Yeah. And with the New York drill, they have the hard beats.
The hard beats.
Yeah,
okay.
the hardcore.
I wonder when you're by the speaker, you was coming to see. Oh, okay. Okay. Interesting to hear those differences. And which of the songs did you produce first? What was your first Asaka sound that you produced?
I actually did distance relationship. Yeah.
Distance relationship. Okay.
Yeah, with my brother. Stitches on this one.
Stitches. Okay, yeah, because I think I've heard Stitches more on most of the beats. Yeah. And which other ones, so that we can relate and know that, we know this guy we are talking to.
Yeah, I did G-Bad Odo. Yeah,
okay.
I did G-Bad Fire. And yeah, that's the songs I did.
Yeah, but most of it you've been mixing all the other sounds.
But what actually inspired those beats, before you even created the beats? Is it because you looking at hip hop and then taking beats from there, or were you being original? How did you get your beats?
Honestly, before I make beats, I just start to think about what I want to do exactly. I start with my drums, with my drums pattern. And I'll be playing it like that. So when I get the whole body, then I will infuse my melody in it. So before I finish, I'll get the sound I want before I infuse the heavy bass in it. Yeah, exactly. That's what's inspiring.
That's how you.
So that means that you created beats first before the melodies.
I start with the drums.
With the drums.
Yeah, with the drums. With some bouncy hi-hats.
The drums is the boom.
No. Ka.
Oh,
Something like that, yeah.
Okay, so that's what makes it Ghanaian
Yeah.
than the others.
Yeah.
Because the others don't have the drum in it, right?
No, they have it, but Ghanaian, we have a way of playing the Ghanaian drum. You know, this time we used to play solo.
sure.
Yeah, that's the.
Sometimes you
That's
can
the-
even feel the adwa.
Yeah,
Okay,
sometimes
yeah.
you even feel that one in it.
Interesting.
Interesting to hear that.
Now, before you come in, what's your thoughts on the Nigerians trying to claim the Asaka or Ghanaian drill?
But we all know for a fact that Asaka is the new age. Ghanaian, I mean, the Americans actually brought Asaka, and these people were trying to, take it. But we all know for a fact that they can't do it, and the whole world knows. And even with the sound, we don't have any good or quality sound as compared to Asaka. No, Asaka is the hardest.
Yeah. I mean, for one, I am very happy that we are having this discussion because on this particular table, we do bring up topics that needs to be discussed. And this, for instance, is one topic that needs to be discussed because we always sit there for others to tell our stories for us. And I think there's an opportunity for Americans to know that, okay, this is something that is theirs and that they need to document this particular thing. Have you ever thought of getting someone to document the whole beginning or genesis of the Ghanaian drill?
Yeah, I think our OG is working on it. He's called Rabbi Jones. Yeah, I think we are compiling everything.
Because
That would be great.
it's a long time coming.
Honestly.
That'll be a good thing.
Yeah.
So back to the Chris Rich bit. So Chris makes the beat,
Yeah,
and with that particular one, was he told that, like,
he actually put the beat on the internet.
okay, so he puts the beat on the
On the
internet like
internet.
he's selling.
Yeah,
like he's
and the
selling
boys,
the beat.
and the boys
okay.
count for the beat, and then
Okay.
So you buy it.
So
Yeah,
you buy the beats and then you add yours.
yeah, I don't add mine.
Okay.
I just mixed it and then
Oh, okay. So you buy it. Chris puts it online
Yeah.
for sale,
yeah,
and then they scout for the beats, the one that makes sense to them most,
Yeah.
and like they like
we
most.
purchased it.
So they purchase it,
Yeah.
and then you mix it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Who is
But
Chris?
right
Just
now,
for-
we don't use.
You don't
online.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's because at that point you were beginning and wanted to get the sound, the understanding of it.
Yeah, the boys were really hungry for it.
I like that.
They're really hungry for the success.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow.
When Asaka came out, after the first year, people were saying Asaka will die out. Because one, they thought that the sounds were the same. Like it's always the
Yeah.
same rhythm,
Yeah.
the same sound. As a producer, when you heard some of those things, how did you feel about it? And did you think that really they had a point? Say the song, they sound the same. Like from song 1 to song 2, they're almost the same thing.
Yeah, drill tends to be very gritty, violent, and then realistic. But I knew my boys always. We've been recording every day, and so I knew they were working. So I knew definitely Asaka wouldn't fade out because the way we work from 6 to 6. No, we know the goal breaks. Yeah,
You did the
work
studio
hard.
always.
Yeah. We did the studio always. We are working. Always we are working. So when I hear a song that has blown already, I know the person deserves that because the person has really worked for that, and then he needs to be appreciated with it. Yeah.
So you didn't think that,
Yeah.
Charlie, what did
Yeah, you know, do I'm like, you go hit keke, but you really mean them. You write down, you write down, work on them. At times, one song we dey rehearse like 13 times before, we go pick the. Yeah. You know, we say we dey do am keke, we dey rehearse,
Okay. So now that you don't buy the songs, the Chris Rich song, you mix or you start from scratch.
Yeah, I start from scratch, play
Okay.
the beats, mix, and then master. Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
Right.
But you know,
But,
okay, come in.
I mean, would you also agree that at the moment, Asaka more or less has gone down a bit? I mean, before we even got the Grammys nominated, the genre, do you feel it has gone down a bit? And really, what is the problem? Is it that the hunger is no longer there?
Nah, Asaka is no. I feel like anytime I'm on the street, I hear only Asaka. So I don't see like
You don't
that.
see. The last time Kawabanga was here, and you agree that, look, at the moment, it has gone down a bit.
No,
But
I think that's his thought. Yeah.
that his thought. But for you, it's still very
Asaka is still popping.
interesting.
Okay.
Especially when you go to club where you could hear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody's jumping.
Everybody's jumping
Yeah.
to Asaka music. Yeah.
Okay. So, are you part of the family?
Yeah, I live with them. Yeah,
Okay,
we
you
live
live
in the
with
same
them.
house. Yeah,
So you're doing business as a family.
yeah.
Is there contract? Because when the songs come out, we don't really think about who made a beat.
Yeah,
who
we have
produced.
split sheets for every song. Yeah.
You have species for everything.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's good.
So yours is secured.
Eh,
Beat makers are learning their lessons because they
Yes.
don't want any sad stories.
Because all we know is,
Yeah.
this beat is mad.
The boys
like,
understand the
J
business
Bad's
part
beat
of
is
it, yeah.
mad.
Yeah.
Like, we don't really get to know who produced or
Right.
who made the beat and all that. So I'm glad you have
Yeah,
that.
we have split sheet for every song that we make, and the boys really understand the business part of making the songs. Yeah. So
I, for one,
everybody's okay.
I am
Yeah.
quite happy that this is coming from Kumasi because there's this stereotype about Kumasi people, and I am happy that it is coming from them. They are able to churn out this quality sound, because it's always about Accra. I can't wait for something to come from Tamale, Cape Coast, your people.
Kumasi is the home of music. Yeah.
So this is the whole of music. From back in the days.
Hip
Yeah.
live.
Yeah.
and all
So
that,
even
right?
now. So the sound as it is now, do you want Ghanaian drill or Asaka?
Asaka.
Yeah.
Right. See?
But don't you think that see, I am trying to understand them.
Yeah.
So you have UK drill,
Yeah, we have the UK.
you have Brooklyn drill, you have whatever drill.
Yeah.
So it's all countries drill. So it's like Ghana drill.
Yeah.
But it has to be unique.
Asaka is not just a genre. Asaka
Drill,
is
right?
a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle.
Okay.
It's a culture. Yeah.
The culture.
Yeah.
And they started with the name Asaka, and for Grammys or other people out there trying to, make it look like Ghanaian drill, it's like them trying to change the name for us, which we aren't excited about.
How can you
I
blame?
think it's more of a copyright thing. If it's not
Yeah.
ours, like it's not solely from Ghana, we took it from somewhere.
Asaka-
So we need that element of reference. I mean, copyrights.
So
We
then
need
it's not
it.
original.
So
See,
yeah, we are not originators
For me,
of
my
drill.
problem is not with the name.
Yeah.
The name doesn't do anything.
Exactly.
Well,
But you see-
unless when you say Ghanaian
Yeah.
drill, it is okay. But when you say Asaka, it gives a much when you ask for the meaning, someone will give you a different meaning, not just like drill from Ghana.
So are we moving away from drill? Are we creating a different genre altogether?
Oh, I don't think it's a different genre.
Yeah.
I don't think it's
But
a
I think
different-
that was the whole idea, because for him saying that it's a lifestyle, so for them,
Yeah, Asaka
it's
is
a
a
lifestyle for
Okay,
them.
so if it's a
it's
lifestyle,
different from the drill
what's
they're
that
trying to make it
distinctive
look.
feature of that lifestyle?
The culture.
Drill.
Right.
Yeah, our sound.
Drill.
Drill. Yeah.
Yes.
Our sound have influence on our mother's song. Yeah, I mean, we infuse this shanty beats.
Yeah,
in
culture
it.
and vibes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that makes it different
Yeah.
from others. Okay, Kwame, what's your do you have a signature on any song? Or no, the signature.
Mostly, I don't put signature.
Don't put signature.
You
on it.
have
Why?
to. You have to.
I just started to put my signature.
So what is it?
When you hear sick.
Oh my God.
We are listening.
Sick Bedu, Kwame Agger, tell him. Yeah.
Hey,
Kwame
So
Agger, tell him.
I took the sick Bedu. Sick Bedu means sick drums. It's a Nigerian word. And
Okay.
sick Bedu. It's a Nigerian. And Kwame Agger, tell him. Yeah. Give them. Yeah.
Okay. That's quite a long one, but
Yeah.
we go take out. We go take them like that. So as you,
I
as
just
you
wanted a sound that would sound different from
every.
I don't
Okay.
want to add beats to my name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. When you sit with the boys, what is the vision like for Asaka? Like when you guys are having real conversations about the music you do, what be the vision?
We know we are in a marathon, and with I know Asaka. We know we are competing with a lot of. I mean, we live in an era where Afrobeat was dominated in the entire Africa. So Asaka came to, revive the rap scene in Ghana. So whenever we are talking about music, we know Asaka will take Ghana to the map. Yeah, all our conversation is about we putting our name out there. Yeah, and that's what we are doing right now. Yeah, the boys are really working hard for that. Yeah.
So when you guys started the Asaka drill sound, it went out to other places. So we started having Cape Coast drill, Cove Town drill,
and Asaka really inspired a lot of artists in Ghana. Yeah. Through the Asaka, we got to, I wouldn't like to mention names, but we got to know a couple of artists who are really doing better now. Yeah, through the Asaka, this thing.
Yeah. Okay. You know, when it comes to others doing the Asaka or the drill, they don't really get it right.
Yeah, you know the V, yeah.
Because Cape Coast drill, like, I listen to some and I'm like, what are you doing?
Please leave my people alone.
They should come and learn.
Cove Town, like, what are you trying to do?
So I was going to ask that, as you are the people who started it, when you hear other people, you know, say, like, how do you feel about it? Of course, you'll be proud that they are singing it, but do they do it like it's supposed to be done?
Asaka, my boys, their lyrics, their lifestyle, everything. So I don't think the boys have those qualities to, do that shit. Yeah.
Okay. So it's not just the beat.
Yeah, the lifestyle and everything. Okay. Yeah.
But you know, the lifestyle is a very important part of it.
And you know, we've had this
and
conversation.
Anything that the boys sees in the song, they do it.
Especially Kenneth. You know, we've had this conversation about the kind of sound we produce, that it's not so quality, but you wouldn't say the same for Asaka. You actually churn out quality sound.
Yeah.
Is it some sort of software or years of experience that makes you able to get that quality sound?
Yeah, I think it's experience. Yeah, we've been doing this. I started this thing.
Yeah, so please, you help me take the S out, okay? So you've not been doing this S, so please take it out for me.
I started this thing in 2015.
Okay.
So I've been doing this thing for a longer period. So I have this experience to, do my beats and then touch my vocals and
okay.
So it's just not a one-day thing. Yeah. Yeah, I've been able to work very well to, reach that peak. So, to me, anytime I hear any beat that I want to do, I just listen to it once or twice, and
then you're good to go.
Okay. So is it like there are machines that something, you know, when we had Dope Nation here, they were talking about learning different sound. They are always learning.
Yeah.
Is that the same for you? Are there some software?
Yeah, we have softwares for the beats, but the software, you have to be creative on the software.
Okay.
Before you make beats, you think about the direction you want the beat to go, how you want the beat to bounce and everything, and then you start. And you also consider the people you are working with, their vibe and everything. So before I start my beats, I know how I'm gonna play beat for Kenneth. I know how I'm gonna play beat for J-Bad. I know how I'm gonna play beat for the rest of the boys. So anytime I sit on the machine, I know what I'm doing. Yeah, that's it.
Interesting. So, because I was going to ask how the production goes. Do you start the beats and call them like, yo, Charlie, this will be hard?
At times I just go play the beats and then send it to them on phone. At times too. As I'm playing the beat, you go first say somebody that sing for the back. Yeah, that one go ginger you, then you go open the volume.
You go open the volume, they come together. So let's play this now.
For instance, I did as I was doing J-Bad Other song.
Okay.
Yeah, we went for a show. So when we came back, we were very tired. So I was just on the machine, just playing my drums. I was just playing with the drums, and J-Bad was just shaking his head like this. And I told him, bro, Charlie, this one day you for do something, like Mo could do something. And he was like, you're making no worry, me, you are the come. Yeah, you do. Was it one day? Yeah, no, we are yes, and now this be the melody. Charlie, make us start to play something like that. We get them. Yeah.
Oh, so you know what I've been thinking
and
about?
One thing with J-Bad is he doesn't write his lyrics.
Doesn't write his lyrics.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think he mentioned that the last time he came here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because when he kept talking about the Odo, I was trying to think which of the songs, because I don't keep the titles.
Yeah.
But the Odo is the
That's the
Yeah, I think it was trending on
We like the
Snapchat.
You don't know like that. Oh, interesting. So that's how you began.
Yeah, that's how we
Did it.
Yeah.
Wow.
And one thing I realized is that the beats, songs that really take hit very, you don't really stress on it. You just, the one that you put more energy in, you forget.
It wouldn't come out well.
So you don't really have to force vibe if you're not getting it. Just relax and then, because the studio, we are in the studio, so anytime you want to record, you can just come in and record. You just don't have to, use pressure and then sing anything that you want. And with our boys, whenever you do a verse and someone feel like this one didn't go hard on it, the person can tell you to rectify.
So retake it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, for them.
Condemn. Who produced Condemn?
I think Chris Rich. Yeah.
That's Chris
Okay.
Rich.
Okay. But you did something on it, right?
Yeah. No, when they were recording Condemn, I wasn't around. When they
okay.
came, they
So are you the only one who mixes for them, or
No,
there are
we
others
have
as well?
Yeah, we have Stitches here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know Stitches produced
Cinderella.
Cinderella.
Yeah.
Because I saw the video on
He's a solid nigga. He's a solid bro.
the production of the song, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to take a break, right? You're still watching Entertainment Review, and today we're having a discussion with Kwame is a very calm guy. So, so producers don't talk like that, so he's trying to speak up today for us. So we're talking about the Asaka sound, as a producer for the Asaka Boys, how, they came about the sound, and, when we come up, we talk about moving forward, how we can progress it and all of that. And I'm going to ask him a few questions. I'll mention each of the Asaka Boys, and he'll tell me what he likes about them and how they work with him. We'll be back shortly after the break. So welcome back from the break. We've got a few minutes to wrap up, and BRAA BENK came to close us. So I'll ask him just one question, and then we wrap it up. Ben, good afternoon. Welcome.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon to everybody.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we won't be able to have lots of time to talk. But let me ask you just one question about this genre of music, as Kwame has elaborated on the journey so far, the vision when you are with the boys, what you make of everything that Asaka has become today.
All I would say is, like, a few years ago, we started to, try to have a similar sound, like one sound that we are all going to use. And then, as we were thinking of that, we eventually bumped into the drill rhythm, which really resonated with us. So we just felt like we could make it our own, by infusing our culture and the stories that we grew up to in the music. So we did it, and the universe showed signs for us, and it's been great ever since.
For you, what would be the biggest achievement for Asaka?
I mean, it's all about the impact. It's all about how many people we are impacting, and it's all about people growing up in the next generation of Ghana, like in Ghana music, where people are going to be free to express themselves and whatever they are going through, and then think about how to make the business with the music as well, because it's really important to get it. So that's what we are about, putting the music with the business, and the rest follows.
And then can there be any other sound like Asaka?
No.
Any replica from any other place?
I mean, people will hop on and all that, but we advise people to be original. So I mean, people can come up with whatever they can they can come up with, but not necessarily trying to, do what we did.
Just like any other production, I wish to know how much you charge per section for Asaka beats, and even how we should pay, if you care to share with us before we go off. You're right.
Oh no, we have split sheets.
Okay.
That
why we brought
No, it's percentages, and then
okay.
Because I mean, and we are making a lot of songs, so it's wise to strike percentages than just pay upfront, because
That's great. I think that this is what we need to draw the curtains. Thank you so much, BRAA BENK, for coming and closing us. And of course, to Kwame, Charlie, big ups to yourself and the whole team, Asaka, making us proud.